We're off. We got OVH, Trench, and Milinkovic up top. Larson and Klink are the D pairing. And there's a quick goal for Breck. Looks like OVH got it off the turnover on the breakout attempt, and Breck is up really quick. Nice start. OVH. We'll get you the assist in a minute. What's up, big boy? Hey. So that was Van Horn from Milinkovic and Trench. Everybody on the line in on it. Downing on the draw with Robbins and Crook. Abrams and Zoya are the D pairing. I don't know if we're going to get announcer Zoya here today or not. Until then, you're stuck with me. It's dumped in. Abrams picks it up behind the net. It's out. Dumped in by Gentry. Mac West sends it up the boards, ends up with Downing. He's going cross ice, looking for Dovenberg, who just hopped on, gets by him, ends up with Crook. Gentry picks it up, though. That shot wide. There's Larson back on the ice, able to pick up a loose puck into the zone. Klink is out with him. You got Dovenberg, McBean, and Malkerson, who's out right now up top. Malkerson on a nice forecheck. Milinkovic hops on. Here's Klink. Malkerson, he'll dump it. He'll go for a change. Trench on the forecheck. He's out with Milinkovic, and OVH has joined them now to complete that line. We got Swanee and Zoya, the D pairing right now. Gentry able to hold that. Zoya sends it around for Milinkovic. Battle in the corner. Oh, there's going to be a high sticking call, bad call, or cross check? Zoya going for a cross check. First penalty of the day. We'll see the Gentry power play. Malkerson finds a loose puck, sends it down. He's up top with Downing. We've got Abrams and Larson in the back right now. Oh. Okay, it looks like battle for a loose puck. Gentry's got it. Shot. Mac with a nice glove save.
Well, hello. May I join you?
And folks, what you've been waiting for, here it is. Mr. Zoya.
Hello, sports fans. I apologize for being late. I've been happily married for 30 years, so I know a lot better than to say something like, I had to wait on my wife. I would never say that. But we're here, we're excited, and we're up one rip. Yeehaw! But it does look like we're down a man right now. Breck's got 4 players out there. We've got Eli and Trench, and here comes Eli with the puck. We love our shorties. Let's see if we can get one here. Garrett over on the side. Knocks it all the way back to Cooper. We're looking to waste a little bit of time. Cooper dumps it back into the zone, and Gentry comes away with it. They've got it back behind their net. 40 seconds remaining, the man advantage for Gentry. They break it out, and Eli gets a penalty for kneeing or hooking. It was something other than a hook, I think, but probably should be in the box. So, okay, so it's going to be 5-on-3. That's exciting. Cooper and Eric are out there on D, and we're going to have Garrett at the top of the diamond, or triangle, excuse me, not diamond, triangle. Ooh, nice job. Garrett wins the draw. Cooper knocks it all the way down to the other end. And here comes Gentry. Gentry brings it over the red line into the blue. They bring it into the zone. 13 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Gentry has it back behind the net. We're digging for it hard, though. Eric played his man hard. And here's Gentry at the top. They're looking to get one shot here. At top of the, off the side. They get it in front. They take a shot, but that gets covered up by Mac West. A whistle, and one man's out of the box. We got 5-on-4 here for a minute and a half. Breck is going to be killing a penalty for another minute and a half here. 2 shots on goal for Gentry so far, 1 shot on goal for Breck. And I still have to come up to speed on how we got our first goal. Garrett on the draw. Nick's out there with them. We've got Rocco and... Ooh, nice. Gentry's keeping it to the outside. They bring it to the top of the umbrella. They look to get a shot. Nice block there by Garrett. Cooper and Rocco are out there on D right now. Gentry's still able to control. They go D to D. To D again. Top of the umbrella. They look to take a shot. The puck goes away from them. Nice play there by Garrett. Puck's down in the corner. Gentry still has it. Oh, great play. Oh, we almost got that out. And now we're going to, because Cooper gets it, he puts it down all the way to the other end. 50 seconds remaining in the man advantage. And we get a bit of a change here. Now we've got Eric out here along with Harrison on D. Sawyer and OVH. And here comes Gentry. They bring it in over the blue line. They dump it in deep. Nice play there. Cutting it off. Harrison gets it almost all the way out of the zone. They take a shot. Oh, that goes off OVH's ankle. I would not get up from this. But it looks like he is going to get up from this. So good for him. Puck went up into the girders, into the ceiling. So we've got a face-off to the left of Mr. Mac West. Eric and Joey are out there on D now. Sawyer's out there along with Nick. And Gentry's controlling to the outside. And the puck goes all the way out. Gentry goes back D to D at their own red line. 10 minutes remaining here in the first period. 7 seconds remaining in the man advantage for Gentry. Gentry does a stretch pass. They get it all the way down for a breakaway. They take a shot, but that's just a little bit wide. Mustangs are back full strength again. Always were, shouts the crowd. Here comes Gentry. They bring it in. They have a nice move. They get it across, but no chance at a shot on net there, as Mac played that one well. Gentry comes away with it. Nice job knocking him off the puck there by Eric. Joey knocks it up to Wesley, and Wesley takes it back behind the net. And here comes Wesley with speed. He gets it out of the zone, puts it off of the back of Colton. And here comes Gentry again. Gentry makes a nice move at the red line. They bring that in, take a shot, but that's a little bit wide. Colton comes away with the puck back behind his own net. He rips it around the board just a little too far for Wesley. And here's Rocco in the corner with it. He gets it out of the zone. Nice pass up to Colton. Here comes Colton, but the good defense by Gentry, and the puck goes on net. They grab it, and there's going to be a face-off to the left of the Gentry keeper. So surprisingly, after a couple of penalties, Gentry only has 3 shots on goal. We have 2. Breck's still up 1-0. 8:51 left to go here in the first period. Eli, Garrett, and OVH are out there. We've got Harrison and Joey back on D. Puck comes to Eli. Eli back down to Garrett. Garrett to the side. Ooh, tried to go top corner on a sharp angle, but that got blocked by the Gentry keeper. Gentry knocks it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. And we're going to have a face-off back just to the right of the Gentry keeper. So, Hans, while I was goofing around, we scored a goal.
Yeah,
what the heck happened?
Zoya.
I do not believe that for a second. So I missed my kid's only goal of the year is what you're telling me. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, Trench on the draw.
It was OVH from Milinkovic and Trent.
Awesome. I'm so glad OVH got that one. He has been working his tail off. All right, so here comes Gentry. They look to bring it in. Puck got held a little bit long by Garrett, so they're going to call a face-off back in our own zone. Technically, it was 12 seconds in. We just brought it right down. Oh, that's fun. It's the way we needed to start out fast against this good Gentry team. Gentry's AA, right, Hans? They are AA. Oh, that's kind of funny. We were having a little fun there on the face-off draw. Gentry takes a shot. That gets deflected wide, and Cooper's got it back down below. He gives it to Eric. Eric up to OVH. That goes out of the zone. It's going to be all the way down by accident. That's going to be an icing call. We're going to have another face-off. I don't know how strong Gentry's record is this year, but I know that a certain grandpa in the audience feels like we always have a rivalry with Gentry, whether it's this team or one of his other grandkids. So he's excited to see us play Gentry today. Puck goes all the way up to Eli. Eli tries to get that over to OVH. That goes into the crowd. Nobody got hurt. Everybody was heads up. But I think we're going to have a face-off just outside the zone. No, they're going to put it just outside our zone because that's where the pass was from, evidently. I would have put it at center ice, but that's probably why I'm not a ref. Same lines out there. Garrett gets it back to Eric. Eric does a nice fake. Ooh, that could have been a tripping call on Gentry. And puck goes off the ref's left chest into the Gentry bench. Gentry's jerseys kind of have Maple Grove vibes. I don't know if I like them or not. We'll have to see how the game goes. Garrett Trench on the draw. Rocco and Oliver out there together now. Gentry goes D to D. Nice play by OVH on the forecheck, and nobody had any place to go. Gentry tries to knock it out, goes off the ref again, and Gentry's able to dump it in. They put it right on net. Mac covers it, and we're going to have a face-off. A lot of stilted play here. We need to get a little flow going. Both teams. So if you're watching from home, it's probably hard to tell. Some teams look huge. Gentry does not look huge. Gentry looks skilled. Rocco gets it back there to Oliver. Oliver back behind the net. He goes up to Eli. Eli back to Oliver. Oliver tried to get that over to Rocco just a little too far. Rocco plays the body. And Mac gets it all the way up to OVH. Mac in on the breakout pass, kind of like that. Oh, here comes Gentry. Oh, what a nice play. They got it over for a 1-T with Gentry. And he just missed the net. But that was a sweet play. Gentry out top of the circle. And they wheel back around. This first line of Gentry, they've got some hands. Nice job there by OVH. And Garrett lays down the body. Here comes Eli. He gets it out there. We've got a bit of a 2-on-1 coming. Garrett off the side. Cuts over. Takes a shot. Puts it in the corner of the net. That's a goal for your Breck Mustangs with 6:47 left to go in the first period. What a nice, smart heads-up play there by Mr. Garrett Trench as he saw the man go down, fully committed. So he cut back up, gave himself a little room. Matter of fact, I forget who our winger was on that one, but he cut across the other side. That D had to go with him. That left Garrett all alone, and he ripped it. Bottom corner, actually. I really like that play. All right, we've got Will Offenhauser out there along with Sawyer and McBean. You can listen to this call. I take it it's an away game for the Wild today. It is an away game for the Wild, all right. They were having a good battle. Sabres, that's right. Then as a result, we are lucky to have a fantastic announcer. And Harrison Hudson dumps it all the way out of the zone. Oh, interesting kick there by their D. Now he must be a soccer player. Puck almost goes into their zone, but not quite. So Gentry has it back in their zone. They go D to D. George McBean has it back. He goes, zips it over there to Joey. Joey gets it up to Sawyer. And George battling, gets it into the zone, and Sawyer puts it in deep. Will goes hard on after it. Comes back to Joey. Joey rips it, but that went off somebody. And it comes back here to Harrison. Harrison's got a little room. He almost got that up to Joey, but instead got it to Nick. Nick in the corner. Puck got poked away. Ooh, they're going to call a high sticking cross-checking is what they're going to call on Gentry. So Breck's going to have a power play. I think sometimes there's marbles in the pockets and they kind of even them up, and I think that might have been what happened there. Hans and I are kind of old school. We kind of, you get hurt, you rub a little dirt on it kind of thing. So, but we're glad that we have a power play right now. We've got 5 players. They've got 4. Gentry got it back in their own zone. They go D to D. Colton lays down a big hit. And here comes Garrett behind the net. He gets it to Eli on the sideboards, brings it up there to Cooper. Cooper out to Eric at the top of the umbrella, gets it over there to Garrett. Garrett rips it. But that got, nice play by the Gentry player. Ate the puck and then from his knees was able to knock it all the way out. Oh, wow. Not sure what happened there, but Colton got dumped. No penalty. Here's Eli. Eli gets it over there to Garrett. Garrett down in the corner. Back behind. Oh! So it looks like Breck's going to go into the box here. We're not quite sure what for. It looks like for interference. Is that what that is? The X? So Colton's in the box for interference. So we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey. That's some of my favorite hockey for a minute 21. To be honest, I didn't see exactly what happened, but there was a wrestling match in front of the net. Did you see it?
He ran his guy into the net.
Oh, he was the reason the net was off. Got it. Okay. So puck goes back behind Mac. Got it. A little aggressive play in front of the net. That makes sense. Eli and 27 are having a little fun together. Just take a breath. All right, 4-on-4 hockey. Garrett and Eli are out there. As forwards, we've got Eric and Colton back there. I'm sure Gentry's got their top line out there. This should be some fantastic hockey here, folks. Gentry has it on the sideboards. They look to dump it back in. A puck goes out of the... Hey, Heidi, what's that call? Puck outside. So we were just over in Poland watching hockey, and whenever the puck went out, they would come over the speaker and in English, the only time they would say anything in English, and they would say puck outside. So the puck goes back to Cooper. Cooper stays behind his own net, gives that back to Eric, and here comes Eric out of the zone. Eric zips it up there to Eli. Eli controls, gets it over there to Garrett. Garrett to Eli. Oh, almost. And here comes Gentry on the 2-on-2. Gentry over the red line. Oh, interesting. Almost offsides. Puck goes back behind the net. Cooper has it. He's looking to get Eli. He got it to Eli. Oh. Almost a check from behind, but not quite. Gentry dumps it all the way down. I'm not sure why that's not an icing call, but 4 minutes to go here. 13 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Cooper gets it up there to Eli. Eli zips it all the way over to Nick. Just a little bit offsides. So we've got 4 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Then we're going to have 40 seconds of us having to kill a penalty. Nick and the ref are laughing it up. We've got Rocco out there with Joey on D. OVH and Nick as forwards. Puck comes with it. Here comes Gentry. Gentry gets it to Joey, and Joey ducks it all the way down. All right, so Gentry has a power play for 30 seconds here. Nice play by Rocco getting rid of it, and OVH knocks it all the way down to the other end. 25 seconds remaining. Man advantage as Gentry has it back behind their own net. The man swings behind their net to come out with it. Nice job by OVH coming up with it, but Gentry's able to get it. Oh, that's so offsides, said the announcer. So the puck back behind the net. 7 seconds remaining. Joey tries to zip it out. He gets it there. They go D to D. They're going to take a shot. Rocco catches a piece of that one. And a nice job by Joey getting out of the zone. Mustangs full strength. What did the crowd say? Always were. That's right. And here comes Gentry over the blue line. They dump it in gently. Rocco gets it back to Joey. Joey gets it up there to Wesley. A good play by Wesley as he gets it back to George. George dumps it in and Sawyer goes after it. 2:30 left to go here in the first period. Whoa, George and another guy crashed pretty hard. And it looks like everybody's going to be okay. There's a little talking, but that's all good. So it looks like we're going to have a face-off just outside the Breck zone. 2:27 left to go here in the first period. Breck up 2-0. Shots on goal are pretty similar. Breck has 4, Gentry has 6. But Gentry's had the advantage of power plays, so I'm not surprised they've got a few more shots. George is going to take the face-off. We got Wesley and Sawyer out there, along with Eric and Cooper. Puck goes back behind our net, and Cooper grabs it. Cooper zips it up there to Wesley on the sideboards. Wesley tries to skate it out, and it just goes off his stick funny, and Gentry dumps it back in again. Nice play there by Cooper, controlling his man. George zips it over there to Wesley. Wesley zips it over to Sawyer. But Gentry's able to come away with it. They got a bit of a 2-on-2 here. They get it over, but a nice play by Garrett getting on his man. Gentry somehow or other was able to get a shot off. And we dump it all the way down. Minute 49 left to go in the first. Oh, good play there by Garrett. Guessing where the D was going to pass it and cutting it off. OVH dumps it all the way back in, back behind the Gentry net. Gentry looks to pass it out, but OVH gets in the way. And OVH, oh, nice play. OVH with a hard F1. Comes away with the puck. Ooh, almost being held a little bit there. Nice play by Garrett, coming back for that. And here comes Rocco. Rocco dumps it in. Minute 8 left to go here in the first. Good pressure here by Breck, not letting him get out of the zone, but Gentry is able to get out. Gentry goes to the far side. We got Rocco and Harrison out there. Gentry with a nice split. They take a shot just across the crease, but not on goal, and Rocco comes away with it. Oh, he tried to get that up to Eli. And here's Gentry. They get a nice slow dump into the corner. Rocco controlled it, and Nick came in to grab the puck. Nick's going to try to get it up there to Colton, but here's Gentry. Gentry comes away with it. Oh, we blew a tire. Oh, but Gentry wasn't able to get a hold of it. They take a wicked angle shot. They get it back out to their D. They took a shot, but that got eaten up by Eli. And another block, I think, by Eli. Now it comes back to Cooper. Cooper's trying to get it out of the zone, and he does. And here comes Eli. Eli's trying to go after it, and he does. He gets it to Colton. Colton wants to take a shot, but the D got right in his way. 7 seconds left. Colton brings it back into the zone. There's Gentry, puts it back in the corner, and that's going to be the end of the first period. With the score, 2 for Breck, 0 for Gentry. Shots on goal are 7 for Gentry and 4 for Breck. Good game, good first period there by Mr. Mac West and the entire team as the boys came out flying today. So we're going to cut the ice. Then I want to know who's watching. Let me know, 612-747-2525. I want to know who's watching. Let's see if we can get as many as we had at the last game. I think we had 100. Can we break that? Malkersons, we need all 10 of you in the house to get that. We'll see you all in about 12 minutes. All right, sports fans, we're back with second period action as Eric has the puck. He gets it out of the zone, and here comes Gentry. They come down the sideboards. They take a shot. Nice save there by Mac West. Here's OVH. She's coming away with it. We got a little bit of a sticky puck going on. He gets it into the zone. They're calling it offsides, but Gentry gets it down the sideboards, and Eric controls his man. Gentry, we're digging for it here on the sideboards, and it goes all the way back behind our net. Oh, takes a funny bounce, but luckily Garrett was there helping out. Eli gets it over there to Garrett, and Garrett dumps it all the way in. Puck goes back behind the net. I think they're saying that the net's off the moorings. All right, so I understand there's a few people watching. We've got Gene from Fort Myers. Does that sound about right? Gene, we're glad that you're watching from Fort Myers. Grandma Klink is watching from Long Lake. I love it. Long Lake is in the house. Who else is here? 612-747-2525. Let me know. Rocco and Joey are out there on D. Rocco gets a good poke on that and keeps it out of the zone. But Gentry's able to dump it back in, and Joey goes back after it. Joey up the sideboards, but that comes to Gentry. They go digging for it in the corner. Wesley's on it. Nick's on it. And Wesley comes away with it. He dumps it all the way out for Colton. Colton's digging for it on the far boards. Gives his guy a little shot. And Gentry comes away with it. Gentry goes D to D. And they get it up the sideboards. Oh, nice play there by Nick controlling. And Gentry just tries to softly dump it in. Oh, almost got that up to Colton for a one-on-one. Nice step up there by Rocco, but here comes Gentry. Gentry's bringing it in. Oh, nice play on a pad pass. And Rocco slid into the zone to take it down with his knee. I'm not really sure why that happened. But Gentry dumps it all the way. Oh, they are unable to dump it down because Rocco stopped it. Rocco's just beating everybody up out here. This is getting interesting. My boy's got a little spit and vinegar in him today. All right, so we're going to have a face-off just outside of the Gentry zone. Refs laughing with Eric there. Not sure what they're jawing about, but they're having a little fun. All right, Cooper and Eric are back on D. We got George out there along with Dovey and Sawyer. Gentry gets puck back to their D, and they go D to D. And a nice pass up to their center, number 11. He dumps it in. Eric with a big hit down low. And Gentry's able to come back away with it. Digging on the sideboards, Still digging. And Eric goes to Cooper. Cooper gets it just out of the zone, maybe not quite, into the bench, so that is going to be a face-off to the left. Hey, it looks like Harrison's grandmother Dorothy's watching as always. Dorothy, we're glad you're in the house. Gene, we're glad you're in the house. Grandma Klink, we're glad you're in the house. I'll tell you what, a lot of people are in this house. This is a well-attended event today, so I'm glad people are here in person. We're glad people are watching online. Rocco digs on the sideboard. He gets it up to OVH, and OVH gets it out of the zone. Gentry's dumping it back in again. I was expecting less dump and chase out of Gentry today, to be honest. Nice job by Oliver getting it up to Eli, and here comes Gentry with it again. They try to make a little move. Rocco gets on his man, but they have a good shot that goes off the outside of the post. Gentry far side. What a save by Mac West! Holy smokes, they had a partial breakaway, and Mac came out after him, cut down the angle, but Gentry still has it on the sideboards. Nice play by OVH. He's digging for it. I'll tell you what, that boy is putting his body out there for every puck, every check, and that's going to be whistled because why? Gentry on an interference. 2 minutes for roughing on Gentry, though. Nice job. You're right.
Quit playing the puck and turned and played the Breck player.
Got it. That happens. You got to play the puck even when it's digging in the corner. So Breck's going to have a man advantage here for 2 minutes. We've got 5 players. They've got 4. And Colton's going to take the draw. He's out there with Garrett and Eli. Puck comes down over there to Colton. Colton gets it out there to Eric. Eric over there to Garrett. Garrett with a good shot, but just got saved by the Gentry keeper. Gentry gets a hold of it. They dump it all the way down. Mac gets it. He gives it up to Eric quickly. Eric over his own blue line gives it up to Eli. Eli brings it in. Gets it over there to Garrett. Garrett with a good shot, but it just went over the net. I think that got deflected. Oh, Eric, nice job keeping that in. Gets it to Garrett. Garrett to Eli. Eli, 1T, top corn. Woo! That is
10 from 13. I missed who kept it in.
10 from 13 and 3. I like that. That's the order they're going in. Wow, what a fantastic play. All starts out with Eric stopping that one at the blue line. He popped it up there to Eli, who had the presence of mind to know where all the other players were. Or excuse me, to Garrett, who knew where everybody else was, and he zipped it over to Eli. And Eli went top corner hard, folks. So, Breck has 3. Gentry has 0 so far, as Harrison Hudson gets it out of the zone just softly. Gentry dumps it back in again, and Colton has it back down in the corner. That's a good call there by Mr. Abrams. All right, Gentry gets back. They go to their D and they dump it in. 10 from 3 and 19. Thank you very much. So I was wrong. It was not Garrett Trench that had the... There's a few checks going on here today, folks. Joey gets it back there to Harrison. Harrison tries to get that to Joey, but Nick comes in to help out. Joey has it back behind his net. He gets it up to Harrison. Harrison to Colton, and he's going to bring it out of the zone. Oh, almost. Colton tried to get that up to Wesley, but Wesley had to hold up for a second. And here comes Gentry. They had a nice breakout. They're coming down on Eric. Eric and Rocco are out together. Here comes Colton. He breaks it out over the red line. Nice move. Brings it back in. They try to check him, but can't. And Gentry has the puck back in their own zone. Oh, good read by Rocco, stepping up. But Gentry's able to come away with it. They've got a bit of a 2-on-1 now. Nice move by Gentry, but they put it over the net. So we're digging in the corner. Sawyer's over there. George is over there. Ooh, Cooper caught an elbow. And Sawyer dumps it in. And here comes Will. Will gets a shot. Hard angle, good save. So that's another shot on net for Breck. So 8 shots on net for Breck, 11 for Gentry. But 3 goals for Breck and 0 for Gentry so far. Eric and Cooper out there on D. We've got Sawyer, George, and Will Offenhauser. Draw goes into the corner. Gentry goes D to D with it. And Gentry skates it out. I'll tell you what, this Gentry team is good skaters. Eric plays the body with a heavy hit. Stepping up. Love that play. Eric gets it all the way out there to Sawyer. Will Offenhauser, nice play. Oh, Sawyer almost got that over to Cooper, but it just slipped off his stick. And Eric down in the corner, he gets that up to George. George is going to get this out of the zone, and he does. Over the blue line, over the red, he dumps it in because we need a change. Nice job, wholesale change, except for Sawyer, who went in on a hard F1, tried to stay in control. And there's Garrett. Garrett gets it back to Oliver. And Oliver back behind his own net. He wheels around, gets that out of the almost out of the zone, but here comes Gentry. Woo! We got a little lucky on that one. So the puck's back behind our net. Gentry gets a hold of it. They go out to their D. They take a 1T a little wide. Gentry's cutting to the center, but he's on his backhand side. Good poke there by OVH. Little leg pad save there by Mac West. And Joey. So here's Gentry. They get it down low. just missed that pass. They go out to their D. Another good shot low. Mac West saw it the whole way, though. And Gentry dumps it back in. Oliver has it back behind our net. He decides just to dump it out. We're going to get a change, as that's an icing call. So it looks like Cooper and Eric are going to come out. We're going to leave Garrett, Eli, and OVH out there. Mac West in nets. A little California over the loudspeaker. Garrett Trench on the draw. And puck goes all the way up into the netting. We're going to have another face-off. I like that. Stick on stick. The stick on puck even better. Stick on puck by Klink. Gets that puck out of into the netting. Oh, yeah, nice play there by Gentry with a bit of a set play off the face-off. They got a shot, but we knew where it was going, and Mac was able to control it. Gentry with a nice play up to the sideboards. They zip it all the way across to their D. He tries to put it on net, but that gets blocked. Cooper's digging for it in the corner. Gets it up to the sideboards, and OVH has it. He kicks it over there to Cooper, and Cooper gets it out of the zone. Wow. Gentry just dumping and chasing and dumping and chasing. So they get a hold of it again. Nice shot, but good save there by Mac West as he saw that the whole way. All right, we're going to get a wholesale change by both teams right now. So it looks like we've got Rocco and Joey out there on defense, Nick, Wesley, and Colton as forwards. Puck comes back to Joey. Joey behind his net. He bounces it off the boards to Rocco. Rocco zips it up to Wesley. Whoa, puck's in Wesley's feet. Just couldn't get it out. So we're digging, and it comes back to Rocco. Whoops, comes off Rocco's stick, but he's able to get it out of the zone. And here comes Nick. Nick over the blue line. Rolls, takes a shot. Ooh, I like that. Little toe drag release there, trying to use the D as a screen, and I think it worked, frankly. He was trying to go over the shoulder of the Gentry keeper, but the keeper was able to get the glove on it. We're going to have a face-off to his left. Nick on the draw, gets it over there to Colton. He rips it, but that went off a player. So puck down in the corner. Rocco keeps it in. And Gentry's able to dump that all the way down. Joey gets it to Rocco. Rocco back behind his own net. He zips it all the way around to Wesley. A little too hard. And, oh, what a play by Joey. Laying his body down. Stopping the puck from crossing the crease. Gentry gets it back to their D. I believe this is Gentry's first line. They move the puck really well. Nice play there by Colton, just laying down the body on one of Rocco's cousin's friends, number 21. Colton playing the body. He gets it over there to Dovey. Dovey gets it all the way back to Cooper. Somebody's going to get a penalty for cross-checking. Not exactly sure. We're hoping that it's a them. Awesome. Number 6. It's a good call, Hans. Number 6 gets it for cross-checking. 2 minutes. What was that? Crook drew the penalty. All right. Nice job, Mr. Crook. All right, so we've got our power play unit out there. That means Garrett Trench, Colton, and Eli, along with Eric and Cooper. Puck comes back to the sideboards. Gentry has a pretty aggressive... Oh, good job. Control that on the sideboards. Eli puts it out to Eric. Eric to Garrett. Garrett on the side takes a shot. Woo! Was that off the face mask of the goaltender? I like that. Top of the dome. Keep that. Get that down another 8 inches, and that's a goal. All right. We're just buzzing them by the tower, kind of thing. Right. Oh wow! What a What? Well, All right, so we are going to go to the box here. Mr. Eric's going to get it. I think because he put the guy all the way on his back, that's why he got the penalty. I wouldn't have called interference on that because the guy had just touched the puck. But it was a pretty impressive hit, so I can understand.
You had to take the
Yeah, 100%. But I also don't think it was. Anyway, I'm biased. I'll admit it. All right, so we got 4-on-4 hockey. I love me some 4-on-4 hockey. A little more ice for these boys to show off their talents. And it comes up to Eli. Eli gets that over to Joey. Joey's going to bring it into the zone. He gets it over there to Garrett. Garrett wheels around. Oh! And nice pass up there to Gentry. But Eli says, I'm just going to play the body on you. Oh, but Gentry's able to come away with it. They get it out to the center. Oh! Nice job, Abrams. Joey Abrams putting out his backside. Whew. I would prefer if he faces the puck. We don't have as many pads on the back, but that hit his butt, and that's okay. So we got 4-on-4 hockey for another minute and 4 seconds. Rocco and Cooper are out there now. Nice draw there by Garrett. Oh, puck got away from us. Nice job stopping it by Rocco, and it comes out to Gentry's D. They get it down on the sideboards. They take a shot, but we're able to see it. Yep, and here comes Garrett. Garrett from a standstill gets it over there to Eli. Oh, nice play there by Gentry. A little toe drag to get the open space. They come down there on Cooper, but Cooper just knocks it to the corner nicely and controls his man. Kicks it out to Garrett, who gives it to Eli, and Eli zips around, get a little room. Eli gets it up to Rocco. Rocco over the red line, and he looks to bring it in. Rocco brings it in and controls it. Ooh! Little surprising shot there out of Rocco. Almost snuck that in because I don't think the goaltender saw it coming either. We're going to have a face-off down in the Gentry end. 23 more seconds remaining on 4-on-4 hockey. So we've got Joey and Hudson out there. Nick and OVH. OVH goes hard after it on an F1. Oh, and he gets a piece of it. Oh, that could have been a tripping call on Gentry, but they let it go. Here comes Gentry on a 3-on-2. Oh, almost tipped that by Hudson. Nice play. Way to beat Mac West, getting your stick out there, tipping it up into the netting. So, folks, we're going to have 6 more seconds of a power play. Or, excuse me, 6 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Then Gentry's going to have a power play for about 25 seconds. Nice job winning that draw. Puck comes back to Joey. Joey's just going to control back behind his net. Whoa! Holy smokes! I don't know if that's where Joey meant to put the puck, but oh, nice play there by Gentry. I'll tell you what, I do like Gentry's passing. They roll to the center. Oh, that could have been a good tip, but just a little bit far away. Gentry has it back behind our net. Nice job by Matt controlling it, and we almost get it out. And that's the Mustangs are full strength, but Gentry came in. They walked down Main Street, took a shot, went off the top of the crossbar, and Mac West gives a good little, Marc-Andre Fleury kiss of the top? Is that what it is? Love it. Good play by Mac. I liked him coming out. So 17 shots on goal for Gentry, 11 for Breck. Garrett Trench is going to take this draw. We got Sawyer out there. Cooper and Eric back on D. Eli's out there as well. Puck comes back to Gentry. Gentry takes a shot, but that gets deflected wide. That goes over to the far side, and here comes Eric. Eric just gets it out of the zone. Puck comes into the zone, and Garrett has it. He dumps it all the way in deep. Nice play by Eli coming away with it, trying to get it across. Oh, he almost did, but a nice stick by the keeper. Sawyer. Whoa, fiddlesticks. It went up into our bench. It was in the zone, never came out. We knocked it into the Arbonne bench, and so they think they're going to call that just outside. Eric and Cooper back on D. Garrett, Eli, and Sawyer are the forwards. 4:23 remaining here in the first. We win the draw and get it back to Eric. He brings it over the blue line, gets it in, just puts it on net. Cooper with a good, quick shot. Gets it on net, and Sawyer keeps that puck in deep. Eli just knocks his man off the puck and says, I'm going to take that puck. Ooh, puck almost came out there. Here comes Gentry, but the puck goes out of the zone. And Eric has it back in his own end. Eric zips it across there to Cooper. Cooper up to Eli. Eli over the red line. He dumps it in deep, and Garrett plays his man with a heavy check. Here comes Gentry up the side. Eli just lays down the body on his man. Nice job there by Dovey as Gentry tries to knock the puck up. And it looks like Gentry's going to get another penalty. So it looks like there's going to be 2 penalties, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I think the refs are just trying to keep it a even game, keep things controlled. It's all good. So we're going to have 5 on. No, we are. Oh, they are calling offsetting penalties, but okay. So 5-on-5 hockey. George is out there, Joey and Rocco, Sawyer and Dovey. Nice play there by Sawyer, getting the puck and dumping it back in again. We had these. Oh, almost there. I like that. Dovenberg almost got that puck, and the puck goes deep to our zone. Rocco gets it. He tries to zip it up to Dovey. That goes back to their D. We're digging on the sideboards, and here comes Dovey. We get it all the way up to Sawyer. Sawyer brings it into the zone. He's got a chance, but they just got stick on stick. They dump it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call against Gentry with 2:35 left to go here in the second period. The fans are clapping. They're excited. They like the play of the Breck Mustangs. Let's see if we have anyone else at home watching. Oh, New Mexico's in the house. Gotta love it. Grandsons. Let's see what else do we have here. I gotta read this. All right, I've got to listen to that voicemail here in a second, and I'll give you some more shout-outs, but I'm glad that the Malkerson clan is watching. Oh, Cooper almost caught that and brought it back in. But we're going to have a face-off back in the Gentry zone just to the right of the keeper. Wesley, Nick, and Colton are out there. Cooper and Eric. Nice play by Nick. He has it back in his own zone. And puck does come out of the zone. Here comes Gentry. They've got a bit of a breakaway here. Oh, they do, and that's a goal for Gentry. As it just went past our D and our goal, he tried to come out and grab it, but just wasn't fast enough. It's hard to compete with regular skates when you're on goalie skates. So the score is now 3-1 as Gentry gets on the board. You know what? With 18 shots, they were bound to get on the board here soon. So that's all right. No worries. Harrison and Rocco are going to be out there on D. Looks like we're going to have OVH, Sawyer, and Garrett out there as forwards. They go D to D. I'll tell you, they do nice passing at that Gentry Academy. Oh, Sawyer's got a chance at it. He gets it down low. Rocco plays the body, and the puck goes back in deep. Rocco's able to keep that puck in, but Gentry comes away with it. Here comes Gentry over the line. And Garrett comes away with it. Oh, how did he make it through that mess? Oh, just a little bit offsides, maybe not. Here comes Gentry, though, on a 3-on-2. Hudson gets a stick on it. Gentry, nice passing, but a good stick on puck. Keeps that shot from getting off hard. Gentry passed back to their D, but he knocked it out of the zone. Then they dump it back into our end. 1:07 left to go here in the second period. Gentry goes back to their D. They go D to D. 1 minute remaining. Rocco has it. He rifles it all the way down because we need a change. With 52 seconds remaining, we're going to get a wholesale change. So, Cooper and Eric are going to be back out there on D. Nobody's in the penalty box anymore. So we've got Colton, Nick, and Riley Dovenberg out there. And it looks like the women's team is coming in now. I'm guessing, do we have a Gentry v. Breck women's game? Oh, nice stop there by Eric in front of the net. 45 seconds left to go here in the period. Dovey comes up with it. Nice play. Gets that up to Colton. We want to see Colton take a shot. Puck did get up on net. So that'll count as a shot on goal, but maybe a more gentle shot than we were looking for. All right, we're going to switch up the lines a little. We got Eli, Garrett, Colton out there. Cooper and Eric, 36 seconds remaining here in the second period. Puck comes to Eli. Eli cuts across, but we're unable to get it through the D. And here comes Gentry. Nice play there by Cooper, controlling his man. And the puck comes up to Colton. Colton cuts over the red line, over the blue, and he's going to bring it in, gives it to Eli. Eli tried to get that over. Oh, he just blew a tire. Nice job there by Cooper staying with it, but here comes Gentry with 6 seconds. They take a shot, but that's a little bit wide. 3 seconds. Nice job deflecting that wide by Eric, and that's the end of the second period with the score. Breck 3 and Gentry 1. 18 shots on goal for Gentry, 14 for Breck. Another good period. I think the teams kind of understand each other a little bit now. Hopefully we're going to come out with a third period and have the same type of pace to the game, as it's a pretty darn skilled game out there today. So, thanks for being with us. We're going to clear the ice. If you have any comments, shoot me a text, 612-747-2525. You know I love to hear from you. Otherwise, we'll see you in 12 minutes. Welcome back, sports fans, to the third period of Mustang hockey. Your Breck Mustangs are playing against Gentry, the academy in the north side, I'll say. It's been a good game so far. Your Breck Mustangs went up right away in the first 12 seconds of the game. Then they got up 2-0, then 3-0. Gentry got one back here at the end of the second period. So I think it's going to be a great third period. We got a lot of people watching from home. Dovey's grandma's watching. Phil Malkerson's watching from home. Sick. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I hope it's not that influenza A that's going around. Special shout out to Uncle Matt, who's watching from Grand Rapids, as always. Michigan's in the house. We've got New Mexico. We've got Michigan. Let's see, OVH's aunt and uncle are in the house. Wait, where are they from? Aunt and Uncle Kathy, where are you from? I gotta remember. Anyway, all right, well, we're glad you're in the house. Grandma Jean's in the house. We got Florida in the house. All right, so we are started here in the third period. Gentry looks to get it out, but Eric says nope, and he steps up and knocks it back to him, but they're able to bring it in. They put it on net. Mac West gets a good first early save, which is always nice. And we'll have a face-off to the right of our keeper. Garrett's going to take the draw. OVH and Eli are on his wings. And he gets it back to Cooper. Oh, good quick shot there by Gentry, but that got saved by Mac. They were in kind of tight, and they were trying to get it up high, but couldn't get it over his shoulder. Oh, I just got a text. Who else is in the house? OVH's family's in Florida. Thank you for that clarification, John. After the last game, I should definitely have remembered that, but I appreciate the help because there's a lot going on here. All right, so comes back to Eric. Eric brings it over the red and over the blue, brings it in, almost gets that to Garrett. Almost got that on net. We're digging in the back, digging in the back, digging in the back. And Gentry comes away with it. Gentry zips it up to their forward, but Cooper controls his man. They end up bringing it back behind our net. They try to zip it back around, and we're able to come away with it. Nice work there by Garrett and Cooper. Garrett comes away. He gets it up to Eli. Eli tried to get that cross ice, but it got blocked. Gentry takes a shot, but that's from a long way away, and Mac was able to see it. So he's able to glove that down and control it. Let's see. Grandma Klink's in the house from Long Lake. Grandma Klink, we're glad you're here. Puck comes back to Gentry. Gentry dumps it in deep. Rocco digs for it. Nick back there helping out. We got Wesley out there too. Gentry's able to bring it in. They dump it softly onto the goaltender, Mac West, who's able to cover that up. All right, Nick and Colton are out there as well with Wesley at forwards. We've got Rocco and Joey back on D. Puck comes back to Gentry again. They put another shot on Mac. Evidently their plan is to just shoot from anywhere. Rocco lays down the big body, but Gentry comes away with it. They get it out to their D, but that comes out to center ice. Oh, Colton and Wesley wanted that big time, but Gentry had to dive to keep it down. We get that up there almost to Nick, and Gentry's able to dump it back in. Rocco has it back in the corner. He rips it off the glass, but it took a funny bounce. And it comes back to Gentry's D after they just took a shot over the net. Puck comes out to Colton, but he's been out for a long shift, so he's just going to try to control this. Keeps it down low so we can get a change, and Dovenberg comes out. Puck comes back to Cooper, who zipped it up there to George. Ooh, puck almost went out of the zone. And it goes back, Cooper to Eric. Eric over the red line. He's got a little open ice. I like this. Takes a shot. Oh, right off the shinny. Puck has a chance. Oh, nice play there by Dovey. Trying to get that back out front, but the goaltender got a piece of it. Sawyer dumps it back in deep. Puck's up along the sideboards. And nice play there by Eric, controlling his man. Puck's down in the corner. Cooper's digging for it. Gentry's able to come away with it for a second, but we're still digging on the sideboards. I'll tell you what, this game has been played on the sideboards. Gentry gets it in the zone. They put it on the far side, and here comes Eric with it. We're still trying to get this puck out. What do you know? We're on the sideboards. Gentry's able to get it out to the center. They go to their D. They take a shot from a long way away, but that goes way over the net. Gentry still controlling. They get it down low. Gentry's been keeping it in our zone pretty much the whole time here. They haven't had much as far as opportunities, but it's not a good thing that they're staying in our zone. So we need to gain some control and get her out here. So as a result, we've decided to put out Harrison and Rocco, OVH, Eli, and Garrett. They're going to gain some control and get this down to the other end. Garrett Trench on the draw. Puck comes out to the Gentry D. They try to get it to the backdoor guy, but it ends up coming up to Eli. Eli gets it all the way across to OVH. That's going to be an icing call, and we're going to go back into our own zone. Same line's going to be out there. 13 minutes left to go here in the third period. Score is still 3 for the good guys, 1 for Gentry. Sorry, I'm a little biased. Can't help it. Hey, it looks like it was a good Wild game out there. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but I would recommend watching the Wild game if you have it recorded. Gentry comes away with it. Oh, comes all the way out of the zone, all the way down to the Gentry keeper. Even the Gentry goaltender has a little zip on his passes. OVH with a great forecheck. I'll tell you what, he gets the hard hat award this game. That's my own little award for the hardest worker on the team of the day. All right, here comes Gentry. They got a bit of a one-on-one on Harrison. They get to the dot. They take a shot, and that goes over the right shoulder of Mac West for a second goal for Gentry. I was worried about that. They were getting a lot of pressure. So with 12:31 left to go here in the third period, the score is 3 for Breck, 2 for Gentry. Everybody's banging on Mac's pads. Here we go. Crowd's getting wild. You got to hear it. All right, Nick's going to take the draw. We've got Colton out there along with Wesley. And Gentry dumps it in. Nice play there by Cooper. Zips it back to Eric. Eric off the sideboards gets it to Colton. And we get that out to Nick, and Nick dumps it in, and we go after it. Gentry does a nice breakout as usual. Over the red line, over the blue, and they bring it in. Oh! Nice play by Gentry. Making a good move. They tried to go up high, but it went on the outside of the post crossbar, maybe that little corner up into the netting. So we've got a face-off just to the left of Mr. Mac West. Joey and Hudson are out there on D. Gentry gets a hold of it back behind our net. They just put it out front. We try to get it out of the zone, and we are able to as it took a funny bounce. Here comes Gentry back behind their own net. Good forecheck there by Garrett. Oh, Eli almost came away to steal that one. And here's Gentry trying to break it out. They put it softly up the sideboards and all the way down into our end. But they were able to tip it, so nothing. Nice play there by Harrison, getting it to Joey. Joey brings it all the way out, gets it there to Garrett. Garrett to Eli. Oh, I did not see the offsides, but it was a confident call. Just for kicks, we're going to look at the replay because that's something that Hans and I like to do. By the way, Hans has a pretty sweet setup here, folks. He's got the video that you see, and then he's got a secondary video feed as well that we get to watch off of. It was onsides, yep, that's kind of what we thought. All right, Eli's over there. We got Garrett on the draw. He wins it. He gets it back there to Eric. Eric to Cooper. Cooper off of OVH's backside. And here comes Gentry. Over the blue line, they bring it in. Nice zone entry there. Caught a heavy check, but OVH tried to block that shot. Nice block there by Eric's right foot. And it comes to Garrett. Garrett gets it up there to OVH. OVH, almost got that up to Eli from his knees. Eric, using his speed, zips around the net and almost gets that up to OVH, but Gentry dumps it back in, and Eric's got it back in our zone. Eric puts it softly off the boards to OVH, and we're digging on the sideboards. Garrett came away with that. We're going to go for a change now. Here comes Gentry. Eli, nice job forcing it off sides with a good hard back check after a long shift. Love that play, Eli. 10:20 left to go here in the third period. Your Breck Mustangs are up by 1, but both teams are playing fast now. Gentry gets it and they just dump it in. Puck comes back to Joey. Joey tries to get that up to Nick. Colton gets it over there to Nick. Nick zips it across far side. And Gentry's able to enter the zone. Good poke there by Joey, and Nick gets it out. Gentry dumps it back in again. And they get it out of the zone. Back they go D to D. And that's going to, they're going to say no icing on that one for some reason. Joey gets it up to Wesley. Wesley, almost got off the side boards. Puck goes in on Mac West quite gently. He saves it. 9:39 to go here in the third period. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Mac. We're going to have Colton, Wesley, and Nick as forwards. I'm sorry, we're changing it up here at the last second. Eric and Cooper are back on D, and we're going to have Eli, Garrett, and OVH as we're going to go first line versus first line. Puck goes up there to Eli. Eli does a nice little one-touch pass. Woo! Garrett. I thought there was going to be a penalty not on Garrett, but on the guy covering Garrett. But there isn't. It's down in our corner now, and we come away with it. Here's Garrett. He zips it all the way across to Eli. Eli's got a chance. Bit of a 2-on-1 here. He got that over to OVH, but I don't think OVH thought that was going to get through the man that was laying down on the ice. And here comes Gentry. Gentry brings it into the corner. And Garrett gets it up the sideboards. Eli lays down a big body. Get it up the sideboards. Eli gets it over there to OVH. OVH to Eli. Eli on a 1-on-2. Cuts back. Wants to go back one more time. Still gets control of it behind the net. He almost got that out to George. And here comes Gentry. What a play there by Harrison, making sure he got puck. You got to pick the man with the puck. He picked the puck and he got it. We got the girls team behind the MAC. They're all dressed and ready for their game. And here, nice stop there by Sawyer. That almost caught the ref in the face. He wasn't looking as we tried to go off the boards. It ended up going off the ref. And they put it in the corner. 8 minutes left to go here in the third period. Here's Gentry bringing it out. They take it over the red line into the blue. They get a nice 2-on-1 here. And they almost got it over to their man. But the only place he could put it meant that it was going to be a puck in his skates, and they weren't able to grab it. Joey gets it. He dumps it out of the zone. And here comes Gentry. I'll tell you what, Gentry's transition game is good. They go from defense to offense. Not as fast as any team we've ever seen, but very fast. I'd put Holy Angels above them. But they do a very good job in the transition. Gentry with a good stretch pass. That is going to be an icing call. Good call by the ref, as that was right before the red line. 7:19 left to go here in the third period. It's getting exciting, folks. This is a great game. We've got a young, highly skilled Gentry team. At least I'm guessing they're young. I know a couple of their players are. Against Breck's, what would we call us? Our Breck's more mature team? How about that? I don't know. Knowing my boy, I'm not sure I can say that. But all right, here comes Nick on the sideboards. Come on, puck, get out of his skates. And Gentry comes away with it. Nice job by Nick on the forecheck, keeping that puck in. And Wesley playing the big body. Here comes Eric with it. Eric dumps it back in. 6:54 to go here. Gentry has it back behind their net, but Wesley's able to come away with it. Still digging, still digging, still digging. Seasoned is what the Breck team is. They are a seasoned hockey team. Love that. Seriously, keep the phrase improvements coming, folks. I appreciate the help. All right, so Gentry has it back behind their net. Good play there by Eli, reading it. He wants to find somebody in front. Oh, he zips it across the crease. Garrett has it back. He gives it to Eli behind the net. Puck got slapped away from Eli, and here comes Gentry. Gentry over the red line, over the blue. Eric steps across, controls his man, and he gets it out of the zone. Gentry goes D to D, back at their own blue line. Oh, nice read there by Cooper Klink. He brings it over the blue line. He gives it to Garrett. Garrett rips it. Oh, it got blocked by a D. Nice play, gets it to Crook. Oh, Crook takes a shot, and that got blocked. Here comes Gentry. They bring it in, but that got poke-checked by Mr. Joey Abrams. Puck goes across the far side. They're still digging for it. They got a chance. What a save by Mac West. The crowd is on their feet for the Mac Daddy. He was stretched as far as he could go. He put that glove out, and all he could do was hope to move that glove because there was no other way to move. And he made the save. That was huge, folks. That was huge. So we got a timeouts called. Looks like not against, but Breck takes their timeout. I think that's a good timeout by Dietzich. Just saying, hey, everybody, let's keep cool heads here. We're all good. We're playing a great game. Let's just keep it up. Be interesting to see if Breck goes into a bit of a shell here or if they continue to play their same game. Non-conference game, so I'd say just keep going. But
mind the boys, they can win close games.
Absolutely. Hey, they came back Thursday. I thought that was a good little growth opportunity for the boys.
Everybody's got to do their job.
I'm telling you, man, that's deep. That's good. Do your job. But everybody's got to do their job all the way back to the net. Everybody needs to be covered in the D zone. This is where Coach didn't put me out. Defense was not my thing. No, you need a goal at the end of the game, you can send Zoe out. That's great, but... So it's a little odd that my boy's a defenseman because I really don't understand his world. All right. But my boy is out there, so we got Rocco out there along... No, it's all good. It's all good. Rocco's out there. And he's digging. He gets it down there to Joey. Joey gets it up to Garrett, and Garrett gets it out of the zone. OBH goes in on a forecheck. And what do you know? Gentry dumps it in. Mac gets it back to Joey. Joey up to Rocco. Rocco gets it to OBH, who gets it out of the zone. Here comes Garrett after it. Garrett over the blue line. He gets it to Eli. Are they calling that offsides? All right. They might have had a different angle than I had. It was darn close. Darn close. Eli got it. Eli might have. Okay. So we're calling that a good call by the refs. Not that you guys care, because here comes Colton. He's down in the corner with it back behind the net now. He wheels back, just trying to stay in as much control as he can. And here comes Gentry. They dump it back in again. Gentry has it back behind their net. Here comes Gentry over the blue line. They look to rip it, but they fan on it. Nice save there by Mack. And here comes Nick. Nick gets it to Colton on a one-on-one. Oh, a good step up there by their D as the puck gets stuck in their skates. Nice play there by Nick controlling his man. And we're able to get it over to Cooper. Cooper over the blue line. 4:15 left to go, and Cooper takes a shot. That's going to be a face-off just to the right of the Gentry defenseman. I don't know how often we practice 4-on-2s, right? Exactly. You get that? Yep. All right, we do need a little shutdown defense here, but that's a great shot by Eli, and another block to keep it in the zone. Look at Garrett. Garrett's buzzing out there right now, and here comes Gentry back. They've got it behind their net. 4 minutes to go here in the period. 4 minutes to go in the game. Icing against Gentry. So we're going to have a face-off back to the left of their keeper. I agree, that was a good tip, right? You got to tip it down a little bit more, just so it stops at the dot. Yes. All right, so we've got our first line out there. Garrett Trench is going to take the draw. Cooper and Eric, of course, back on D. We get it back to Cooper, and he dumps it back in. Looks like Garrett's going to control. Garrett back behind the net, just holding it there. Nice job. Ooh, Eli came away with that. Boy, that's a nice play there by Gentry. Here comes Gentry up the sideboards, and they're looking to bring it in. They got a bit of a 3-on-2 here. They make a nice move to get around, but that's not going to go anywhere, and Garrett reads it, gets it out of the zone. Comes up to Eli. Eli over the red line, brings it in. Oh, but that got kicked away by their D. And nice play by Eric stepping up on that one. Comes to OVH, to Eric. Eric over the red line, and he dumps it in. 3 minutes left to go in the game, folks. Gentry tries to dump it in, but they're unable to as it went off their own man. They get it back on their D. They zip it up to their wing, who dumps it on net, and Matt controls it into the corner. Eric bounced it off the boards, almost up to Colton, but their tallest defenseman happened to be there, and he grabbed it. Nice play getting that into the corner by Mack. And here comes Cooper. Cooper got it to Colton, and here's Colton coming down the side. Does he have enough of an angle? Oh, it was a good play by Colton. Oh, and his skate got stuck in the boards, and here comes Gentry. But nice job by Rocco. That's off. Thank you. Woo! That was close, folks, but it was offsides. It's all good. So Mack hands the puck to the ref. We're going to have a face-off outside the Breck zone where we've got Nick, Wesley, and Colton out there, Rocco and Joey back on D. 2:23 left to go here in the third period. Sawyer Malkerson came out. Strange little play there on the face-off. But we're going to have another face-off just outside the Breck zone. Nick Downing on the draw. Oh, nice job by Sawyer getting a hold of that puck as he's looking to dump it in, and he does. Joey gets the puck, gets it to Rocco. Rocco off the sideboards, get it out of the zone, and does. Oh, good read there by Wesley. He cuts it off. And here comes Gentry. Nice play there by Joey, minding the gap. They take a shot. That gets all the way through, but Mack's right there. Wesley lays down a big body. Gentry takes a shot. Mack with the big glove. Oh, the crowd's going wild. We got a packed house as we got the girls' game coming in right after that. We got 1:43 left to go here in the third period. 28 shots on goal for Gentry, 15 for Breck. And now Gentry calls a timeout. Oh, this is fun, folks. This is why you play the hockey games, for close ones like this. Nice to have a packed house with the girls' game coming up. Not exactly sure who Breck is playing after, but they're playing a combined team who evidently has a couple horses, so it should be good. The Breck girls team is dynamite this year.
They're going to plan their possession and goalie.
That's what they're doing right now? So,
Set up.
right? So where's the face-off here? We got a face-off down in our zone, right? Okay, yep. So there's no way does that goalie stay in?
I think they'll wait for possession.
Got it. That makes sense. That's probably the prudent thing. So we think that they're going to wait for possession since the goalie is technically on the ice right now. You think he might even be pulled. So we're going to try to win this draw. Mr. Garrett Trench is probably going to take that draw if I had to guess.
Yeah. And we may see a bunch of icings.
We may see a bunch of icing. I can almost guarantee that we're going to see a bunch of icings.
We can't get done. We can't give up points.
Nope. All right. Here comes Mac. He's in the nets and he's ready. I tell you what, I know that kid. He loves moments like this. All right, so we're going to have our power play unit out there. Eric Cooper back on D. Garrett is going to take the face off. And we've got Colton and Eli out there. Goaltender is out. They've got 6 skaters. We've got 5 and a goalie. Can we get it out of the zone? Not quite. Gentry dumps it in low, and Eric goes after it. Eric and Garrett are digging for it. Puck comes out to their D. They roll to the center, and they take a shot. Oh, that was a nice tip, but a better save by Mac West. Minute 23 left to go in the game. Garrett's digging for it. We're trying to hold it back there. We're just trying to hold it and keep our feet. Nice job there by Cooper, but the puck squirts out. Oh, what a read there by Eli. Eli cuts back. He gets it over there to Colton. Colton puts it in the back of the net. What an unselfish play by Eli. And a great shot by Colton. Because sometimes when the net's wide open, you can think. And he didn't. He just put it in the back of the net. Oh, that's a good sign for your Breck Mustangs, folks. What a read by Eli. That goal was made way back in our zone on the read for the pass back to the D. What a play by Eli. What a shot by Colton Crook. All right, so we got another face-off here, and Eli almost came away with it. But here's Gentry. Gentry down the sideboards. They've got it down in the corner. They get it out front. But Eli comes away with it. They've got an empty net, folks. We zip it all the way down. Oh! Just a little bit wide. That's an icing call. 47 seconds.
Boys get a rest. Boys get a rest.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for the face-off, I like that. Although the refs are kind of hustling. That doesn't help us. All right. Gentry still has 6 skaters and no goalie. We have 5 skaters and 1 goalie. They take a shot. Ooh, it got tipped, but just a little bit wide. Gentry up the sideboards. They zip it all the way across. Oh, I almost got the guy in the back door, but here comes Colton. Colton rips it all the way down. Oh, just a little bit wide. The crowd's enjoying this shooting gallery.
Under 30.
30 seconds left. 29.9 to be exact. 4 goals for Breck, 2 goals for Gentry. They've outshot us 2-1, but a lot of those shots have been from far away. Nice work on the draw there by Garrett. Their D tried to keep it in, but we're able to pop it out. Gentry has it back at their own blue line. Gentry goes D to D. And they're able to deflect it all the way up into the netting. We're going to see where this face-off is. We're thinking it's outside the zone, and it is outside the zone. That's a good sign for us. 15.9 seconds. And we got a change of a few players here. Looks like Sawyer's out there. We've got Hudson and Oliver out there now. Puck comes out to Gentry. Gentry takes a shot. That goes over the net. Sawyer tries to dig. They take another shot. Max able to glove that one up. 4 seconds remaining here in the third period. It's looking good for Breck at this point. Is that okay to say? Hans and I don't do a lot of betting, but we are willing to bet on a Breck win right now. They zip it all the way down, just a little bit wide, and that is a win for your Breck Mustangs. And I would argue a darn good win because that's a good Gentry team, highly skilled. But our seasoned Breck boys pulled it off by playing to their potential today. What a great game. So, hey, to all of you watching from New Mexico, multiple families watching from Florida, thank you for being with us. We really appreciate you being online. More importantly, I know the boys appreciate you being online. It's a fun game out here. Like I said, a packed house, which is always a blast. Girls game is up next year. Our next game is on Tuesday at 7 or 7:30.
Correct.
And I do not think that Hans and I will be allowed to do it. So,
But the Star Tribune is broadcasting all the games for free.
if you didn't hear that, the StarTribune.com is going to be streaming all the games for free, so you can see it on Tuesday night, and you will have a professional announcer on Tuesday night that won't be biased like I am. So if that's what you like, I'm sorry. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the more professional broadcast on Tuesday. We're going to be taking on St. Paul Academy, which we have played earlier this year and did well against. So hopefully it'll be a fun game. Hockey Day in Minnesota for those in Florida and New Mexico is kind of a big deal around here, and a lot of fun. Really exciting that the boys get to be a part of it this year. So fun to see the boys praying it up together. So for all of you at home, thanks again for being with us. I will not talk to you on Tuesday, but I will talk to you again at our next stream game. Have a great weekend, everybody.
I guess they're not going to. Yeah.
Good work, Mark. Good work. Always a yeah.
Okay. Outshot 29-16, but come home with a 4-2 win. Tuesday's Star Tribune for Hockey Day in Minnesota, and then are we back next Thursday after that, you and I? I'm assuming we're back next Thursday. See ya.